guys, Tim the Toolman Cook back here from All Seasons Maintenance in East Central Alberta, Canada, back with another Tool Time tool review. This week we are dealing with the 3M WorkTunes Bluetooth hearing protection headset. Great combination, replaced my old wired headset that I had last year, and I usually don't review gear if I'm not happy with it because there's no sense in telling you about what a piece of junk something is. And these, I wouldn't say they're life-changing, but boy, they're pretty close. So, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I have selective hearing with my wife. I try not to, but she's always complaining that my hearing's bad. Maybe it's just because I'm not listening. I don't know. You know how it is. Anyway, so I figure I better start protecting my hearing. My zero-turn mower works great, loud as can be. Weed whipper, same thing. So a couple years ago I decided I needed some hearing protection and I wanted to be able to listen to audiobooks and podcasts. Music isn't too bad because you can just crank it up, but podcasts, doesn't matter how loud you have them, if you've got background noise, you just can't make them out clearly. So I had to look for something like this, and I've been happy with them so far. On Amazon, $49.95 US. They come on sale at around $35. Last year, Black Friday is when they did it. So check on Camel to look for the trends. Keep an eye out anytime they're $45 or less, snap them up because they're on sale. As far as Fake Spot goes, says that it has an A rating for positive ratings. Amazon has a 4.5 star review, and Fake Spot says it's also a 4.5 star review. So great product, and you can stand by the reviews on Amazon with that one. So let's get right into it. I wear these all the time. Sometimes I'll be on my ride-on mower for 5 or 6 hours at a time, and the battery life is absolutely incredible with these guys. 5 to 6 hours of runtime, and the battery's only ever been down to medium. When you put it on, there's a lady in there that says Bluetooth connected, power on, and then it'll say either battery high, medium, and I assume the next one's low, but I've never got down to that. So I've probably put 8 hours of runtime into these before I've charged them sometimes, and I've never been below battery medium. So awesome that way. Super comfortable right in here, this kind of plasticky coated cushion area. Awesome. I love it. It worked really well, and they're much more comfortable than the wired set of 3M ones I had last year. Don't know what they did different, but I like it just the way it works. These definitely block out noise better than your standard chintzy hearing protection. These work good, but these have noise canceling built into them. So they actually kind of block out the background noise, which is really cool. The range is awesome. I've actually hopped off my zero turn. I normally leave my phone in the kind of storage container on the zero turn, and I've gone into one of my bank properties, walked all the way through, and only realized I didn't have my phone with me when I get to the far side of the house, and I'm like, oh, it's getting a little staticky because I'd left it behind. So the range is really good as far as Bluetooth goes. And another thing I was looking for, because again, my wife, my ears, blah, blah, blah. I've even been tested. It says it's fine, but yeah, you know how it is. So I was looking for something that I could listen to comfortably with loud noises going on, but not have to have the sound at full blast. And most of my podcasts, I can listen to it around 3/4 volume and very comfortable. So yeah, no issues there. Even when you kick the PTO in on the mower and it's really loud, no problem. And they seem to charge fairly quickly. I mean, I normally throw them on at night and they're ready to go in the morning, but as you'll see in some of the B-roll footage I got there, just a little micro USB port, plugs in like that. I have a universal one I keep out here to plug everything in, my Bluetooth speaker, all that. So I don't even know what I did with the original cable that came with it, but it was just a USB cable that you had to add your own AC adapter to. All right, now I don't know about you guys, but I'm also a really hard learner. I tend to push my luck when it comes to low branches on the zero turn all the time. So I'll come to one and I'll know last week I went under it, scratched my head, which I got a scar right here again from a light post a couple weeks ago. But anyway, so I'll push my luck, I'll get in underneath, I'll try to do the old, limbo, but I'm old and chubby, so it doesn't work all the time. And I don't know how many times I've had these pulled off my head and thrown on the ground behind me, and nothing's ever happened. I'll even tell you, these fell off me behind my seat, landed on the exhaust, the hot part of the motor on the zero turn, and all it did was put a little melt mark there. Never bothered it one bit. So these things are tough as nails. They hold up great. They're rugged. So let's go to the cons. Nothing serious, but always want to be transparent. First thing that I've always found with noise canceling headphones, and these maybe are a little bit worse, is don't they make my ears sweat. So if that's too much information, turn it off and go. But for me, they make them sweat. And I think that comes down to the fact that this material is plastic and it doesn't absorb the sweat, which makes it easy to wipe off and they don't stink that way. But some of the other ones I've had is a little more cushiony, so you know the sound, the sweat kind of evaporates a bit. But these, they do get, after 4 or 5 hours, you're feeling kind of moist up there in the ear area. Now, if you're, you know, hair challenged like I am, probably my only really big concern, and it's hard to see in here, I know I keep cutting myself off, is the way that's designed. It's rubber, so it's really tough, but it tends to chafe on the top of my bald head a bit. And I really don't like to wear hats that often, so I wear these and I suffer with it, and once in a while I get a little irritation up there. But so if you've got hair, don't worry about it. If you wear a hat, don't worry about it. But if you're an old bald fart like me, maybe worry about it ever so slightly, but it's not that big of a concern to me. So one really weird issue, a lot of times when I'm going around town, I've got a lot of ride-on properties to deal with. I don't have a trailer hitch or anything on the back of my zero turn, so my wife will follow me around with the truck, keep all my weed whipping and blowing gear in there, and I'll just drive the zero turn around. And especially for the first couple of weeks I had these, if she'd get too close with the truck, I'd get interference where it would either speed up or slow down or skip, just like it was like another Bluetooth section was trying to connect. I deleted my phone and my headset, repaired everything 2 or 3 times. I haven't had any issues since. So if you find that, try deleting your phone from your truck and reverse it from there. I have a Uconnect on a Dodge 2018 Ram 1500, so it may be just a very specific error that nobody else deals with, but it seems to have worked itself out over time. So yeah, I would say the first 2 times we went out mowing, it was an issue, and it hasn't happened since. So yeah, one thing I do find, this one seems better than most, but those little micro USB ports that are in there, they tend to be a little bit chintzy. And my fat sausage fingers, I tend to break things really easy. I already killed one Bluetooth speaker because I did that. My new one's getting a little bit loose. These aren't too bad, but I just find those, I wish there was a better way they could do it so that it clicked in and stayed in instead of being a little bit wobbly. But I haven't seen any movement in that port yet, so this one seems to be better than most. The fact that it's recessed in, it fits in really nice, and you do get a nice positive, maybe not quite click, but you can feel it slide into place when you plug it in, so I like that quite a bit. Yeah, so that's really all there is for the cons. I would say, so you know, last year I upgraded from my iPhone 8 to the iPhone XR. I used to have the wired with the 1/8 inch headphone jack, WorkTunes headset, worked great with that. Switched over to these guys in March when I was doing snow blowing, wanted something to listen to. Of course, they don't have, didn't switch over to these guys in March, stayed with my old ones, and there's, on the new iPhone X, there's no headphone port obviously, so I bought an Apple certified adapter, and it did not like that. It would constantly kick it out even though it was an Apple made adapter. So I just got fed up with it, threw them to the side, and got myself a Bluetooth set. Again, I guess I'm an old man in a middle-aged man's body because I really didn't want to switch to Bluetooth. I always had my reservations of, issues of interference and the quality and the battery life. And well, first off, the ones I had last year were battery. I had to keep switching out. These are fully rechargeable, and the interference was almost negligible. The range is great. So yeah, for what it's worth, these have been absolutely awesome. If you're somebody who spends a lot of time on or around heavy, loud machinery, this is the way you need to go. If you need concentration somewhere and want to block everything else out and just listen to something, these are great for you as well. Yeah, indispensable tool that I as a handyman use on a regular basis. So yeah, guys, if this is something you're looking for, grab it on Amazon, especially when it comes on sale, because 3M makes great gear, and I've been super happy with it. So guys, remember, Monday, Money Making Minute, Wednesday, Tool Time Tool Review, and Friday, we have our Growing Your Handyman Business video series. We're a growing community here where we share our successes, our failures, our tips, and our tricks. So if you want to join, hit that subscribe button, share this video, and yeah, let me know if you buy these. I'd love to hear your opinion as well. Anyway, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.